we are going to plan. We're in the review stage of dealing with our money. So what that means is that we need to understand what is coming in and what is coming out. Today, we're going to focus on what is coming in. What does that mean? So there are a lot of different ways to bring money in. The typical one that you may know is working, right? You may be you might be on a W-2 or a 1099. The difference between the two is a W-2 is you're working for somebody else. You're an employee. A 1099 is a contractor, or you may be self-employed. So these are two. You might have both, right? You may have a side hustle where you're getting a 1099, or you may have W-2. So this is income from a job. There are other ways to have income. So you may have alimony. So if you're going through a divorce and your spouse, or you're divorced already and your spouse is paying you money every single month, which might be different than child support. Child support might be that you're getting money specifically to use to take care of your children, which we might have to, when we're breaking things down and going through everything, we might have to just decide, okay, this money you're allowed to use this money only for the children, and the other money you're using for your other expenses. So as we go through this course, we're going to be able to see what it is, how we're using your money, what your cash flow is, to see. You might get a gift, right? So how does a gift differ from weekly or monthly income? That will impact your cash flow. So if I know, or you know, that in the beginning of the month or the beginning of the year that you have $30,000 to spend, how are we going to break that up for the course of 12 months? What is that money going to be spent on? Do we know in 6 months from now that might be finished, and then we have to figure out how you're going to get the next gift? Or are you getting unemployment? Maybe right now you don't have a job, and as of today you have money coming in from unemployment, but that might end. So we have to plan together and work together to figure out different ways that you are getting your money and how frequently they come in. So, you might be on a bi-weekly thing. You might have to manage more, yourself. Let's say your partner or yourself, let's say you're on commission and you're waiting for the commission to come in. What do you do in the interim? What's the best way to manage your bills and make sure that you have control over it when you're only getting one lump sum? So these are the types of questions we're going to work on. These are the things that I need you to think about when you're going through this workbook. The first stage is really reviewing everything. So we want to take into consideration how frequently you get paid, how much you're getting paid, and how you're allowed to use this money. So if there's any restrictions, and if you have access to it. These are really critical when trying to build a picture of your current financial situation. So we're still in the review phase. We'll be here for a few weeks. We're going to take the time to really understand how money comes in, how money goes out, and what our next stages are to kind of break it down to see what the full picture looks like so that we can make it better. So please click on the Excel, download the sheet. You'll see a table there that's going to allow you to go through each account that you have. That you may have credit cards, PayPal, furniture accounts. There are plenty of things that people don't even know that they have. So you have to kind of break it down to see what accounts you actually have and how the money's coming in. So all the instructions are there. You should be able to read it. Again, if you have any problems going through it, call me, WhatsApp me, text me, email me. You have all of my information. So, I want to make this process as seamless as possible for you. Questions are going to come up. So I'm here to go through with you. Again, we're just taking the baby steps to be able to prepare what we need in order to take action. So we're just reviewing. So a lot of the things you're going to see in the Excel worksheet that I created is gathering data. So lists, accounts, the type where you're getting your income. So again, don't be intimidated by this process. We're going to build the full picture together. This is the first step. So looking forward to speaking with you guys next week when we're doing our coaching session and when we're in the workshop. So keep at it. You're doing great. This is going to be, you're really going to feel better when you have a full picture of what's happening.